So here we are in Cross Creek Ranch. This is one that I have been monitoring the comments a lot and you guys have been wanting to see. So there's a lot of new construction, as you can see, going on here.
This is the new phase and you're getting tons of houses out here that are ready to be built. And then also for this summer, we're in the beginning of 2023. As you can see here, these are massive homes pushing upward of 36 to over 4,000 square feet.
The cool part is I'm trying to see it right beyond that house over there. That is the Fulshear High School. Huge added advantage to, living in Cross Creek compared to some of these other master plan communities. You're very close to the high school, middle school, and all that.
And this is just a little bit of the architectural style that you do get out here, which is gorgeous because it's not just brick facade all the way up front. You have stone, you have details in the brick. This is the latest and greatest.
You've got some super high-end custom homes. Again, I want to just remind you, when you look down below, we will have that link to sign up. So if you find the dream floor plan, doesn't matter where it's at in Houston, when it's being built, you'll be notified so we can sign you up for that. But what we'll do is go into a couple of these model homes again, learn some more information, and show you what they're building in here. Because out here in Fulshear out west, you're gonna get that big bang for your buck.
All right, so what you're gonna get out here in the Cross Creek Ranch community, and you can find this pretty much in all the suburbs of Houston. This is gonna have soaring ceilings, the open kitchen, the wrapped around stairway, as you can see. And then the kitchen is absolutely gorgeous, state of the art. A lot of these homes, what they're gonna offer, what you get in this is over 4,000 square feet of space, huge utility room. One of the big benefits is that you're gonna get a secondary bedroom downstairs apart from the primary. And it's always gonna offer a full bath option, closet, and a room. So that really helps a lot when you're looking for company. You wanna keep a bedroom clean, you wanna have the in-laws live here. There's so many different options to have that secondary bedroom downstairs. And then the primary bedroom's not gonna leave anything out to the imagination. So you have all the detail in the ceilings, have nice neutral colors. And really the most amazing thing is the primary bath. You have an absolutely amazing soaker tub, seamless glass encased shower. And this is not a bedroom straight ahead. This is the other closet in the primary bedroom. I'll tell you one thing, this is so big that it could actually be another bedroom if it had a closet within a closet. So let's just go take a look and see what upstairs has to offer.
So as you've seen, the kitchen, the open space, the walkway when you come in, 20+ foot tall ceilings. You will notice, obviously there's a bunch of different floor plans. The kitchen in this one has been sacrificed a little. Now for some people, it's not as important. We've had people buy houses strictly because of what they see these kinds of rooms. So with these homes where as soon as I walked in, I saw the kitchen was knocked down a little bit. I told Joe, I'm like, I bet you the upstairs is gonna have some epic playroom, movie room type thing. And that's what they did. I mean, you got pool tables, TV, bar. This one, you've got a full-on, movie theater theme room here. So we've seen that with a lot of clients, people who really enjoy coming in, plopping down, don't mind if I do, kicking back, watching a movie, then this style floor plan would work better for you. Again, just another reason why if you look at that link down below, you can sign up for or look at a lot of the different floor plans. That way you're notified whenever the dream floor plan shows up in the area that you want. So now we popped up here in the backyard. You got the nice covered patio. You can definitely see the high school over there. And that's just something I kind of want to talk about too, because as you look around, I mean, now that we're out west, right? Katy and even farther west, Fulshear, you're not gonna have like the Woodlands per se, or the northeast section of Houston where it's just nothing but old growth trees everywhere. This is going to be way more spread out. And the thing about, coming out here that I've noticed a lot and that clients say is, if you're gonna be working out this area or you like living out this area, you don't like the trees per se, this is where you can fall in love with the house a little bit more. There's a lot more custom home builders out here. There's so many different floor plans. And with this, I mean, you're talking between out here in Fulshear with 4 or 5 master plan communities, maybe tens of thousands of new homes. So very competitive prices, and these builders want to build these homes with people. So you get these really high-end style homes, custom done. And then as these communities grow and grocery stores show up, more new schools, that's when you'll probably see, just like this is what happened with Katy 10, 15 years ago. It was a community like this that now is probably one of the most popular areas in Houston and a favorable area that people really want. you kind of get into these communities like that early. So we just got out of that big one there, and now we're gonna go into this one, which is definitely a lot more modern. And I can just see through the glass doors right now. It looks like it's pretty wide open. Let's go in here and check this out, JoJo.
Let's go, let's do it. This is my flavor.
Up. Ooh, I love these big doors. So this is definitely more my style. Everything tall, open, way bigger. And then check this out, never seen like this. You have almost like a formal back here, the coolest table, but it ain't done yet. You come in here, now you got a little hangout spot. So you're just behind the kitchen, probably put, I don't know, TV in here, another game room. I'd have a little cocktail lounge, something like that. But you know, you have views out the back there, open. And man, with this thick carpet, walls, you almost can't hear anything. There's people out there talking right now, and it's pretty quiet, but man, I thought that was pretty cool. Comment down below what house you have liked the best so far, and if you like this style here with this off behind the kitchen. So obviously this is just 2 different floor plans. There's dozens of them here, and there is all different areas of this community. But real quick, you can comment, did you like the more modern house, or did you like this bigger, more open one here? I actually dig the modern touches in there and that spot behind the kitchen. But what we'll do, we'll go show some of the community center, and we're just gonna show a little bit more here of this Cross Creek Ranch. Again, these communities are so big. You almost can't even grasp or fathom how big not only just Houston is, but just these master plan communities. That's why it's so freaking difficult to move here, and why I do want to take a second to just tell you, you really need to plan this stuff out better. Going and looking at master plan communities here, maybe out in Fulshear, and then, hey, I want to check some stuff in Cypress and maybe the Woodlands. It's going to take you like a week to do it. I mean, just getting through this community here will wear you out. So a lot of times when you can go, hey, I need to be close to X, Y, and Z. I love the look of, you know, this in my community. I want to be close to that. We can really start narrowing those searches down so that you aren't spending your entire trip here just driving hundreds of miles and spending hours doing this. So what we want to do though, get right back out here and do what we do best, showing you, probably slam the microphone there, you know, what these areas really look like. Now I will tell you, you know, we've been spending a lot of time in these master plan communities, and sometimes I'm like, man, I don't know if I could see myself out here just because, you know, no trees, no whatever. It's because of my personal desires. Again, I reside from the Northwest, coming from North Idaho. So trees to me is a big thing. We've had a lot of clients reach out and they're like, yo, I do not want to be near the woodlands. I have terrible allergies and all those trees, they tear me up. Well, right now it is March and there's about a 1/4 inch of yellow film. So I get it because the pollen season's coming here. So if that's something that kicks your ass, hey, maybe look into the west side, right? But Cross Creek Ranch shocked me. I just couldn't believe it. You get in there and you just feel like, oh my God, this is like a real community. I mean, you just go into that community center and everybody was so friendly, and you've got the gym and people are actively coming in and out of it, and you've got the pools and the hill, and I just get it. You know, I get why Cross Creek Ranch is quickly becoming one of Houston's top master plan communities. But I just wanted to let you guys know that, and I needed to show you something. Again, there are websites for every one of these master plan communities, but we are the original Living in Houston, Texas, and the #1 relocation team. So we really are your eyes, ears, boots to the ground, but you can get some great information on, you know, the lifestyles, the schools, some of the new homes. Again, we do have our app. It's down in the pinned comments in the description. If you find a floor plan that you love, you can find it anywhere in Houston the second it comes available. We've had multiple clients use it and they love it. So make sure that you go check that out. For lifestyle, I mean, you can see it right here. You've got the big red tower here, and then there's the hill. You're gonna have massive community events out here. You're gonna meet people quickly. There's always gonna be something to do. Plus you have a cafe right inside the building. And you also have this. When we showed up to do video in this whole area, there was a baby shower being held in there with like 50 different placements. So like they were having a big group function in there. You could hold your function. So it's very tight-knit community. And again, you know, you're out west there. You're gonna be a little bit farther than Katy, so you could stretch that dollar. And you have some just incredible homes being built here. The other thing that I really enjoyed was it wasn't just like this small little fitness center with a couple treadmills and stuff. Like, as you can see, it was in this giant barn, and the big cafe and the lookout tower and everything was right next door. So hey, go in there, knock you down a burger like JoJo did, and come in here and work it off, right? All right, JoJo, how's the burger here, dog?
Oh man, there's nothing like it, second to none.
Whoo-wee. So they had the fitness center, they got the lakes, they got a bunch of these bridges and all these like cool kind of nature trails and stuff. It just shakes it up a little bit. so that you have a little bit of a different view. So then there's the Italian-made cafe. You have that right in your community. And you are zoned right into that Katy ISD or even the Lamar ISD, which is quickly starting to be an up-and-comer. Now, they talk about all those schools here at Cross Creek Ranch. Here is a map. Elementaries, junior highs, high schools, elementaries, middle schools, high schools, junior highs, elementaries. So right in this community alone, within walking distance, you know, especially for the little kiddos, you're gonna have your schools, which is awesome about master plan communities. And what's quickly coming up on the map is Lamar. So Joe, we're here in Cross Creek Ranch. You're gonna find a little bit higher end over here too, right, Cross Creek?
This is your estate style homes here. Like for example, Partners in Building, million plus. You have a lot of the between 7 and 9 out here. However, you're getting everything as far as 4,000 plus square feet, even pushing as high as 5,000 square feet.
Yeah, the big home.
Those are the big dogs. When you come in, when everything's bigger in Texas, that's where it's at.
All right, so we just left those show homes. We're actually, I can see the high school over here. We're gonna go check out community centers. One thing you'll notice, man, they are surveying everywhere. This whole community, thousands of new homes, not only in this master plan, but the surrounding ones, the neighboring ones, and all these builders got big setups going here. So this stuff's gonna be going on for a long time. And you know, with that, you got to realize too that some of you are maybe 3, 6, 9 months out. This is where you can really start dictating. In fact, we were talking to a sales rep who, I mean, you can come in, pick the color of brick on the outside of the house, floor plans, everything, and have more to do with the way that your house turns out. And there's obviously, you know, stuff still going, even with the way the market is right now. I mean, stuff's still flying off the shelf. So, you know, we really got to have a plan for you. And JoJo and the team got to have a plan to get you into these. So we just pulled in. This is the Cross Creek Community Center. Now, I know this is something that you guys see online all the time here. Just through the gate there, you're going to see it all with the drone. You've got a slide that goes all the way up this hill. You have your own restaurants in here. You know, you've got Italian ice and ice cream. You've got beers, brewskis, pizzas, you name it. And then you got the kids park here, fitness centers, basketball hoops. This is more of what a master plan community that I kind of envision. The Jordan Creeks and some of the smaller ones up there, you're definitely gonna stretch the budget, get way more of a house for the buck. But you know, here at Cross Creek, this is like an event. You've got these private pools and stuff here just for the community members. And well, I'm gonna take you up this hill here and show you something cool too. Now this here is the only mountain in Houston, Texas. I come from North Idaho. This is a speed bump, but wait till you see this. This is pretty cool. So you've got the beautiful lake there. In fact, there's a lot of these throughout the community, and they are building a lot more, but you've got docks down here. You know, you're gonna have a lot of things going on just out here in the grass area. And again, you've got some of these communities that you see here with these bigger homes. They're even private, right? They're gonna be gated communities. So really any level, whatever you're looking for, Cross Creek will have it. But again, I think what draws people here now too is those lower property taxes. The Lamar school districts and stuff, they're gonna be very, very good and competitive with Katy ISD, right? And then the other thing is so much new construction and growth is coming out here to Fulshear, right? Everything's heading out west, that everything's gonna be nicer and newer too. So all new schools, new high schools, a lot of new things coming out here to Fulshear. I won't lie, coming from Kingwood, it took about an hour and a half to get out here. And that is something that I just really want to stress to you guys. You can't just go and look at all these areas and try and get there in one day and see them. Houston is massive. If you're thinking about moving to that west side, well, Fulshear is an area where the property taxes are going to be a little bit lower. Lamar ISD is rivaling Katy ISD. They're building all new schools. And communities like this, Cross Creek Ranch, are some of the best master plan communities that I have ever seen. I was shocked when I got out here. Now, a lot of the areas and the master plan communities that you'll see out west, even Katy for that matter, you're not gonna see a lot of trees. It's coming out west. It's more flat. I guess everything's flat here, but you know, it's just not what you'll see up in the woodlands, right? Or over in Kingwood. Cool thing about Cross Creek Ranch is you almost have more of that nature scene. Just beyond here, you have these long bayous with big old wooden, you know, docks and decks. I think there's a bug in my hair. Got to get that thing out. You don't know what these Texas bugs are. So anyways, you've got the big nature trails. As you can see through here, you've got a lake. This whole community is full of these lakes. It's pretty cool. And there's like Houston's only hill. It's right over here. You got a badass water slide. I'd be ripping down that thing with the kiddos. And then here we've got a full-on Italian Mind Cafe. You got burgers, but you're gonna see a lot more restaurant shops, things to do here in Cross Creek Ranch. JoJo's got to go get his burger. He's a little hungry.
Yeah, so here we are again, Jackson. Yeah, Cross Creek Ranch. Everything you said is absolutely top notch. What I find working out here and bringing clients out here and living in this area, and this specifically in this neighborhood, it's just a great sense of ownership, pride of ownership. You know, everything that it has, it's just being able to bring your family and friends from out of state and they come and experience something like this that you don't have in your state that you're coming from. So many people tell me over and over, and they're like, Joe, we don't have this in our state. We have so many people coming from the East Coast, the West Coast, all over the place. And frankly, it is very unique. I take it for granted that I see this each and every day and live it. So Fulshear is a stretch out here. It's on the backside of Cinco Ranch. However, it's still growing, it's still mature, and there's still a lot to offer. However, we find people that live out here and want to buy out here, there's more homes available to them. You can stretch that budget and get exactly what you want. So if you're really stretching that budget, 800 plus, million plus, you're able to get really what you want out of the community. And then also on another token, you know, in the 400 to 500 range, we're finding some amazing builders that just have such a luxury presence to them when they walk in, that they just love the clean lines. They love how they walk in the door and there's not another door on the backside. There's plenty of windows. They're not just your typical standard package builder windows. They're unique in all the shapes and sizes that they offer. Cross Creek Ranch definitely is a master plan community that you can do everything here, live life, take the kids outside. There's sidewalks, and there's so much right outside of the community as far as activities, as far as like karate, you know, different dance schools in the area. There's plenty of restaurants, fast food restaurants, sit down and eat and dine restaurants. There's plenty of grocery stores close by, and it's just an overall great feel of the community and sense of community as well.
Cross Creek Ranch, amazing, but wait till you see Ellison. In fact, here's a quick little teaser of what you're gonna see next week. If you haven't yet, that subscribe button down below is the button that helps notify you whenever we do new videos. We're doing the most in-depth videos helping you with your move to Houston. This doesn't mean that you're gonna be berated with a bunch of messages. It simply just notifies you, hey, a new video is available. So make sure that you tap that subscribe button. And also, if you're getting anything out of these videos, make sure you hit the like button. Our contact information is always down in the description. Make sure you copy that down and schedule your one-on-one appointment with the Living in Houston, Texas team. And we'll see you next week on part 3.